Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. I'm very sorry that you had to miss me for approximately a week. I was traveling a lot, was in a plane, 3 different countries in approximately a week and a half. I was also sick in the meantime and didn't really feel like uploading anything. There was also not so much happening for Bitcoin, so I thought, you know what, give myself some rest, be smart, and then just come back next week better and stronger. And guess what, here we are, and I will promise to do 5 uploads this week at least. Alright, of course we're going to look at BTC USD. Before we do, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment or share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Now without further ado, let's start diving into the charts. And our kind of triangle is starting to look a little bit ugly. Sometimes we just have to maybe redraw it a little bit. If we put it somewhere here, let's say underneath, then we still had 2 kind of fake outs. One was last week where we bounced off real fast, and this one, if I'm not mistaken, happened Friday or in the weekend. And I was also not trading at all last week. And right now we are still here in this kind of local range that we formed from approximately halfway of September. This is still our macro point of control, and also the local range point of control, exactly the same number. That is a very nice confluence and perfect. That's 19,100 while we have been bouncing off. This actually for me would also be an absolute no trading zone because it's so close to the point of control. No clear sign of us breaking through, and when we went to the value area low on the local and the macro, and right away bounced back up. So you can see that the range here is quite tight, and now we kind of bounce off here from this value area high of the local range, and we kind of trapped also between the slope here and then this range. If we do get higher, of course we still have our macro levels that we're still looking at already for weeks now, but since we're going sideways, that doesn't make that they are invalid. It just means that maybe it takes more time for us to taking it out. And then I'm talking about, of course, here the top at approximately 20,000 to, let's say, 20,500 ish, because we have the tops here, here and here, and therefore I always said it wouldn't be so juicy to go up, take a liquidity, and then go down if you're bearish. If we break that, then of course I'm still looking at that golden pocket, and that is measured from this bottom right here, or this, I think it was almost exactly the same, and this top right here at approximately 22,000 ish, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 22,800. Now of course we have the golden pocket that is laying here between 21,000 and 21,200 to 21,300 ish. So that actually would still be very nice. To be honest guys, the longer we are in this range, the more I'm thinking we might not hit that golden pocket and then go lower. I've been kind of looking at the price, and it just looks very weak. I do not see any bullish momentum building up. Some people are saying, yeah, the bottom is in, and since we cannot break this lower level, therefore it is a very solid support. Yes, that is correct, but the more we testing it, the weaker it gets, and if it gets a certain point weak enough, then we go through and then we go lower. I stick to my bias that I think sooner or later we will take out that 17,600 and to take that liquidity underneath, because there will be a lot of stop losses just underneath that level. On a little bit more local level, what I'm looking out for is that we might go higher from here, and then go lower, taking out this high, and this high, and then reverse. Actually, that would be very nice. If we then also see a bearish divergence on, let's say, the 15 minute, half an hour, an hour, I will definitely take that trade. We're looking here again at the 4 hourly. Matter of fact, actually this could already give that current bearish divergence. If we do something like this, then here the price goes higher, and then the momentum wave needs to do then a momentum wave needs to do something like this. That would be nice. Then also definitely taking that trade. Let me actually, by the way, quickly zoom in on the hourly, then you can also see exactly what I mean. Let's say excuse me, let's say we will go higher here to take that liquidity. Then you have a bearish divergence, maybe something like this, but also from the other time frames, like measured from here, you can draw them maybe one, or even measured from here. I'm sorry, my drawing skills are not so good. Let's take this. measure from here, you can draw one, because you can see that the momentum waves, the tops here are pretty high. So it is a good chance that you could be making something like a bearish divergence, as long as the price of course makes a new high. And if we then reverse quite fast, or make something like a very small bearish divergence of money flows coming down, and with a small bearish divergence I mean a much lower time frame, for example 5 minute, 10 minute, that will be then for me the confirmation that there is a bearish momentum also on a very small time frame playing out, and that then I will definitely take the trade. Would I go long? Yes, of course. If we would, let's say, bounce off from that point of control that we have here, again, that's the red line, that actually also would be nice. Yes, we have been testing it, but let's say we dip and then go higher, that actually also would be nice. Matter in fact, we right now have actually a bull div playing out, because you could say, and let me zoom in then, this is on the 24 minute, but you can also take a time frame that's close by this one. You see where the bottoms are, and then here the momentum wave is going higher. Let me see if you can also see it on the 30 minute. Yeah, not really. And then the 15 minute, yeah, as well. Yeah, 15 minutes as well. So in case you take in the more rounded numbers, then you can also see here on the 15 minute nicely playing out. So that is quite nice, but be careful. Just make sure that you take your profits fast. Because a lot of people are saying we are gonna get a very big move soon up, but like I said earlier, the more time we spend here, the more weakness I see. And if it just takes so much time and energy for the bulls to start pushing up the price, then I'm thinking, well, then there's only one way left where we can go, and that is down. So I'm staying very cautious with the longs. On the macro, I am still very bearish. Quickly then, the dollar index, it looks a little bit weird, maybe something like an Adam and Eve shape. I think that is kind of what we're seeing here, or maybe the bottom should be like this. I don't know exactly. I usually don't really track these patterns, but this looks a bit weird. We still have, of course, that blue line that I marked, I think, last week. Now, of course, we kind of walked out here on the right. We could take this out, but it just shows that actually that 111 is still very nice support, and the fact that the dollar index is not really rolling over, but we're staying here at that approximately 111, 112, is for me the signal that the dollar index is still strong, and therefore we need to be careful with longing Bitcoin. Then the S&P 500, we here on the hourly, we had this nice dump, and right away a swift move up. From approximately 3,490, and all the gaps that you see here, most of them are filled during the trading days that followed. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one is not. So this one is still open, somewhere at 3,600-ish, but matter of fact, all the other ones here actually got filled by the price action here. So that is there's not really a gap where we need to be careful for. What is nice to see, and I draw here a fib, is that see that if we're taking the bottom right here that we put in, that was the 3,400, let me see, 3,500-ish. To this first top right here, is that the golden pocket is 3,900, and that is exactly also the top of our box that we drew. Now, I didn't drew that box to the exact dollar, but it is actually nice to see that it is quite some confluence there. So if we are going to the golden pocket, which hangs again around 3,900, I would be very careful, because that might be a turnaround point. Best one actually would be textbook, is if we draw it a little bit higher, and then we're going to 4,000 or 4,035. That is then the next real big golden pocket. And if we then turn, then of course Bitcoin will also go down. Do I have anything else for you? Yeah, so the shorts you already know. Like if we take the liquidity here, I will short it. If we go up here, 20,000, 20,400, 500, I shorted. Golden pocket, I shorted. The longs from the point of control, I will long it. Maybe if I see a good retracement right now on that bullish divergence, maybe I will try to enter a small long, and if else it will be from this value area low. But my most interest right now is in entering a short, because I think on maybe a little bit of a bigger time frame, we still have some more downwards price action to come. So that's what I'm looking out for in the meantime. And then also trying to do this when I was sick is I update you on Twitter. Those links are in the description, also as my Instagram. Feel free to follow me there, and see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.